forward to marriage, thinking about that part of my life. I knew would be coming at some point in time. I would say that I was in a good place. I was feeling patient. I wasn't honed in on that too much, but I was getting excited about the thought of it. So I did feel like something was coming in regards to finding my spouse, someone that God was going to have me end up with. But my ministry that I've gotten to be a part of with Camp Eagle and outside of Camp Eagle's gates, even just this life that I've begun to lead, I don't know, there's just really something special to seeing these guys that were out there fighting this good fight, busting their tails, and having a spouse to lean on and have someone to be there for them.
So what I was really praying for in a future husband was somebody full of drive and ambition and a lot of going places and doing things for God. And I really felt like over the past several years, as I've been on the road and traveling and really spending a lot of time working, that my heart's desire was still to be married, and felt like my calling in life was to help somebody else accomplish what God had for him. And so I really just prayed for somebody that needed somebody to kind of assist him in whatever he was doing in life, and that he would just go places and be full of energy and creativity and excitement. And God definitely answered that prayer for me.
So I was really praying that God would line me up with someone that was motivated herself, that wanted to live a life of ministry and not just have a job of it or whatever, but really live a life of adventure and be willing to do whatever came up on the fly at the last minute, whatever was called to us, to our attention that day. And then, bam, there's this girl, and she's lived partly on a remote island at times and traveled, always flying out and riding in planes and choppers and cars and getting from point A to point B at the last second, and being more than just okay with it, but enjoying it and having that side to her where she loves the unknown. And I don't know, everything that I was worried about, God really has just given me.
How we met. We met because of Facebook. He is a Facebook stalker, and there's no other way to go about it. He just randomly, or seemingly randomly, sent me a Facebook message, and it's like, who in the world is this guy, and what's he thinking? And so kind of answered him, but kind of brushed him off, and he just kept writing back, and our emails kept getting longer and longer, and I was a little bit intrigued and interested, but a little bit scared too. Wasn't sure what to think of this guy.
So the story of how we met. Krissy has a big family, for those that don't know, and I've got a big family with my friends out at Camp Eagle, I guess you could say, and a lot of people out there, the guys and myself, we've always been trying to get involved with church or Bible study or something in Kerrville, try to get fed a little bit ourselves. I guess some of my friends from camp knew a couple of her sisters and some other people in town, and so we ended up, I was trying to get plugged into a Bible study there, and so we kind of talked through that a little bit, and I ended up coming home, and I've been trying to make myself get on Facebook every day for camp, and the more I speak and the more I get around, it's good to keep that image up. And Matt had told me the last name of the girls who were involved in this Bible study was something like Puchek, something around that. And so there's this girl on the sidebar says, do you know, or whatever it's called, Krissy Puchek? And I said, I think that's one of the girls that was doing this Bible study, was doing this thing in town. And so I clicked on it and sent a message saying, I was wanting to get involved and what's going on with this, give me some details. And so this girl, who's beautiful in her picture anyway, she wrote me off. She wrote me a message back and said, let me get you in touch with my sister. And so I was like, well, cool, at least I'll figure this out. But I was kind of wanting to know more about this girl, to be honest. And Jennifer wrote back and told me the details, and so I was like, sweet, I'm kind of get in and figure this thing out and go once or twice and see if I can make it happen and stay consistent with it.
So he asked me to meet for coffee, and my sister did a background check on him, and he cleared his background check, so felt a little bit better about going to coffee. So we did, but we met, and somehow coffee turned into the afternoon chatting by the river, and then dinner until the restaurant closed and they kicked us out. And it seems like we've just been together every second we could since then.
Roundabout way, we ended up in town, Matt and I, and we were going to this Bible study thing, and I was excited about that. We ended up meeting at Starbucks just for a few minutes. Krissy had to go, so she said, and couldn't hang out the rest of the night, couldn't go to the Bible study. And then we ended up parting ways and decided that we would meet again and go out and get to know each other face to face another time, because she was in Kerrville now. And so I guess at that time she had been all over the place and kind of based out of San Antonio. And so we met up again, and I've been trying to get rid of her ever since. She just keeps hanging out. So I finally asked her to marry me because I figured I couldn't get rid of her. So.
Things that I love about Chris. That is so hard because there's hardly anything I could think of that I don't love about him. I do love his drive and ambition and his excitement for life. I would definitely say his passion for God, his passion for his job and his ministry for God's people is probably the number one thing that attracted me to him. I just love how he gives everything he has to whatever he's doing, whether it's camp, whether it's people, or whether it's racing, or even me. And I just love that he is a man of integrity and gets a lot of stuff done. He's very responsible, and I could see that by the way he runs his staff and the people that respect him. But everyone who knows him knows how crazy fun he is, and I think I needed that in my life to loosen me up and help me do things that I've never done before. So he's got that crazy, adventurous, wild side that I love.
Things that I love about Krissy. Man, oh man. So one thing I mentioned, the adventure side, the fact that she's willing to do whatever, whenever. If I feel like I'm supposed to go do something, I go do it. I don't put a lot of thought into it. I don't like sitting and planning and over strategizing, and Krissy's the same way, and I just crave that. I've always hoped for that person to come alongside me. And so the adventure side, not just wanting to go skydiving, that's cool too, that's a beautiful part of the adventure life or whatever, but really bigger than that, just that she's willing to trust God, and that she's willing to trust me, and that she's willing to come sprint alongside me of this life journey that we're on. That side of her is one thing that I just am so in love with, and beautiful on the outside, beautiful on the inside. I don't know, there's just so many parts to her personality that are just, I don't know, just she stands out in a crowd, I guess. And I think the one part that I really, really have fallen in love with is that she's passionate about a lot of things. But she knows who she is, she knows who her God is, and she's pursuing that relationship with him, and that's someone that I can stand alongside with.